What is up, my fellow Barrel Nation? Ariel the Barrel back here bringing you yet another video. Wait, what is this? Oh, yeah, about that. Yeah, I'll get into that in a while. So, yeah, anyways, I'll be discussing about Smash Ultimate's newest character addition, the hero from Dragon Quest, and my thoughts and opinions about him so far. But okay, first I really need to get this out of the way. Yeah, I am aware that my most previous video, the hero trailer releasing today video, was in fact false. It was all a false leak and it actually didn't come true in the end. Fluffy Digby, the guy I collabed with in that video, and I apologize about that. However, because of this flaw, I will no longer be making leak videos. I won't be tackling any rumors or leaks or whatnot. I mean, it's not like I have anything against leak videos, far from it actually. They can be pretty interesting at times, but then again, like what this person said, they will definitely at some point wear off eventually. Plus, there are already channels dedicated to Smash leaks, so maybe it's just not my cup of tea. But even with that video being my most disliked one so far, it's also my most viewed video, so I appreciate all the overwhelming support on that video. And I will continue to make videos with higher and higher quality over time. By the way, this is my first video where I'm actually using my own gameplay footage. Yeah, so I recently got an Elgato capture card, and I decided that I'm not just gonna be using it for streaming on Twitch, but also making YouTube videos as well for gameplay footage. And I did also record gameplay with some of my friends while playing, so I'll just put their social medias in the description below. Lastly, some of you may have noticed that I didn't include my intro and outro in this video and my latest video because I am actually working on my new intro and outro, but those are gonna take a while to animate, so you're just gonna have to wait for that. Anyways, the hero! He's awesome! No, like, seriously, I find it really fun to play as him. And I know the hero already came out like, what, 2 or 3 weeks ago? But I have actually been quite busy for the past few weeks because there was actually a raid in my Discord server, but not to worry because we already got that all recovered. And my school also recently started, so there's that. So in this video, I'll be discussing about the hero's aesthetics, his moves, and the controversy within the competitive scene. And actually, it was pretty good timing for this video because the hero actually got banned in South Australia, so I'm also going to be talking about that later on. Anyways, enough rambling, let's get started. First off, let's get into the aesthetics. The first 4 alternate costumes of the hero are 11, Arisu, Solo, and 8. And the last 4 are just different variations of the first 4 that are supposedly references to other characters in the Dragon Quest series. The stage looks beautiful, by the way. How do you say its name, though? Yggdrasil's Altar? Yeah, that's it. Or something along the lines of that, I guess. It's pretty much a traveling stage, similar to stages such as New Donk City, for example. That's all I really have to say about the aesthetics. But I have one more thing I have to discuss about. Alrighty, so you know how Sakurai showed the names of all the hero alternate costumes during that presentation, right? And you know how Bowser Jr.'s alternate costumes, aka the Koopalings, have their own names for each alternate costumes, like Larry, Lemmy, Wendy, etc., right? Well, if Bowser Jr. can have contrasting names for each alternate costume, why couldn't Hero get that same treatment? I mean, Sakurai already showed the names for each hero, plus it's not only redundant to let each costume have its name Hero, but also a bit strange because his name is literally just Hero. Could it be a translation problem or something? I kinda doubt it, but I don't really know at this point. Next up, let's get on with his moves. Hero's generally slow and neutral, and many people can agree with that. For instance, I've noticed that his Fair and Bear take quite a while to come out compared to other fighters. However, this is when the magic of his moveset comes into play, no pun intended. Having the most special moves in the entire roster of the fighters, technically, there's a lot to talk about here. His neutral special, Frizz, Frizzle, or Cut Frizz, is a chargeable burst of flames. But what I found interesting about this move is that once you charge up to a specific level, whether that be level 1 of the charge, or level 2 of the charge, I didn't mention level 3 of the charge, as it is the exception to this, you will have to start your charge all the way over again from level 1, or you can fire out your current level of the burst of flames. Does that make sense? It does, right? Yeah, that was quite a mouthful. Anyways, his up B, whoosh, swoosh, or cuss whoosh summons a tornado beneath hero that sends him upwards. Here's the thing about the move though, once you run out of MP, which I'll go more in depth about later, this will happen. Yeah, Robin mains, you guys aren't the only ones now. Oh, and how do you recharge your MP gauge, may you ask? Well, not by charging some limit break. No, not anything like that. You have to use your regular sword moves. Now, I like this a lot because not only does it prohibit you from constantly using your favorite overpowered spells against your opponent, but it also gives you a reason to use your more basic attacks that don't involve magic to be on par with the rest of the fighters, specifically the sword users, and not to be considered quote-unquote broken. I don't have much to say about a side B, Zap, Zabble, or Kazap, other than the not being able to store its charge. By the way, can I just mention Hero's down tilt? Like, it looks like he's trying to do a baby version of Cloud's down tilt. Like, he's trying his hardest to do Cloud's down tilt, but he just can't, like... Anyways, it's time to get into the move that you've probably been waiting for, Command Selection. You can pick between 4 different spells at a time, and I'll go over a few of them right now. Kamikaze! This spell is most likely the most popular one due to the fact that you instantly KO yourself while still doing a hefty amount of knockback towards your opponent. So obviously use it when you're ahead of a stock. Just don't perform this move in accident, by the way. Accelerate. This is a bootleg speed Namon auto that's even faster than Sonic?
Huh? Whoa, this guy is faster than Sonic!
I find it fun to run towards the other side of the ledge just to edgeguard kill with it, though. Also, Bounce. Bounce spawns a circular spell around hero that will reflect projectiles for a good solid 10 seconds. Also, watch out Mega Man mains. Watch out. Oh, and Zoom. Zoom sends you off screen and back onto the battlefield afterwards. Cool thing is that whenever you hit a ceiling, you will fall back down, which is a reference to the Dragon Quest games according to GameXplain. Oh, and lastly, Ka-Clang. Okay, I'm gonna be honest here. This is probably the worst and most useless spell out of all of them. Because, for one, your opponent can punish you at the last few frames of the move. And 2, you cannot cancel the move after using it, meaning that you can't move, attack, or recover during the move. And the bonus fact that it's useless in hero dittos, because if you're fighting against a hero and he uses a Metal Slash, which is another one of the spells, you can instantly KO you, so that's not really a good idea to do. One last thing for the move section. So, Hero is from an RPG, and so are some other characters such as Shulk and Cloud and Joker and Pikachu, and a couple more. Well, since Hero has an RPG command selection with his down B, imagine how cool it would be if other RPG-based characters had a command selection. For example, what if Pikachu could pick up from a list starting from Thunderball to Quick Attack to Iron Tail and Electro Ball? That would be really awesome. Then again, in order for Hero to be worth being paid as DLC, he would at least have to have something unique in his moveset, which is of course his command selection, to differentiate him from other characters. So I'm totally fine with him being exclusive to Hero too. Okay, it's time to get into the Hero's controversy within the competitive scene, because yes, Hero has been generating quite a bunch of controversy that's been spreading around. But what exactly is it that makes Hero so controversial? What was it that made him get banned in South Australia? Well, this has to do with one thing so far, and that is Hero's RNG. Now, if you don't know what RNG is, it basically stands for Random Number Generator. It'll pretty much pick a random number out of a set of numbers, which is implemented into Hero's movesets with moves such as critical hits with smash attacks, the list of 4 spells that you'll get in each command list, and even another spell, Hocus Pocus. I didn't mention this earlier, but it's a spell that will give you a temporary status effect, like turning either humongous or tiny, or making Hero poisoned, or even turning him straight up invincible. It could also let you use a random attack. But now, if you know me really well when I play Smash, I am not a fan of RNG in competitive Smash. Examples of RNG moves are Luigi's Misfire, Game & Watch's Judge, and Peach randomly pulling out a bomb instead of a turnip from her down B. Yet again, those characters in Smash that have RNG only really have it limited to one move, which I can be kinda lenient towards. However, Hero takes it way too far for me, and is even known as RNG, the character. Now, this could seem biased since I'm more of a competitive Smash player, but RNG is what got Hero banned in South Australia, away from the competitive scene. And here come in my ways on how I'd nerf the hero. So basically, for each spell, you would have to use some of your MP, right? But I'd say that decrease the amount of MP that you use by 10. Like by 10 MP. So like minus 10 MP for each spell. I think that would do quite well for a nerf. And probably just lessen the amount of RNG for some of the moves. Kind of like, I mean, we can just get rid of the critical hits. It's like a Ganondorf Doria. Now, of course, those are just my opinions. So if you want to hear another person's perspective, I have my friend Blue here to give his perspective on the hero. So take it away, Blue.
Hello all, this channel, this is Blue. This is a collaboration, kinda, not really. I'm just here to talk about my opinion on the hero, the latest DLC fighter. First off, I want to say something about him being overhated, as, yeah, he could be powerful. That is completely RNG based, and if you do decide to use those moves, that's a pretty risky move, as it spends up your MP for other moves, especially recovery. I definitely think he could get nerfed with his critical hits. That's definitely something that does need to be fixed. And Thrak, that should be okay. You should be able to air dodge or dodge that fully. In my honest opinion, I give Hero a B tier, as he is pretty powerful, but not powerful enough for an A tier, as it's random. And it's like comparing Joker. Joker could always land a 30% with a back air, which makes him a big I tier A. Hero can do that, but it's random.
Thank you, Blue. So those were all his opinions about the hero. So he also made a recent video called I Need the Hero, which is a hero montage. So I suggest you check that out. Oh, and I really gotta talk about the other stuff from version 4.0. Because Isabelle, oh man, I'm really happy about this. Because Isabelle, you know, she's my favorite Nintendo character. She's so cute. And she's one of my mains. So basically, her forward, what's it called? Oh no, the fishing rod. The up throw for the fishing rod, there's more knockback. So it's good because it's actually a great move for killing. Her down B, the Lloyd Rocket, comes out 1 frame faster, and yeah, I know it's just 1 frame, but it's still something, And her jab connects more reliably. Thank you. Hopefully your main also got buffed as well, because I'm really happy about Isabelle's buffs. And to end the video off, here are my 3 viewer questions. 1, what are your general thoughts about Hero? Do you love him or do you hate him? 2, what is your favorite alternate costume of the hero? For me, it's just the default Luminary, to be honest. And 3, why do you think the hero didn't get the Bowser Jr. nickname treatment that I mentioned earlier? So basically, why don't you think his alternate costumes have different nicknames, kinda like Bowser Jr.? Oh, and actually, I thought of 2 more questions while working on the script. So 4, do you agree with my way of nerfing Hero, meaning that you would reduce the amount of MP used by 10, and possibly even less RNG moves? And 5, how do you feel about Hero recently being banned in South Australia? Leave all of your answers in the comment section down below, and I want to hear what you think. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button, and if you're new here to this channel, make sure to click on that subscribe button and that notification bell to know whenever I upload new videos to this channel. Thanks for watching, and have a great rest of your day.